Some of you might have already heard this, and others are going to be hearing it for the first time. We are in fact owned by Qatar. No, we're not. I love the conspiracy theories that people put out there. Oh, Qatar owns you, or Al Gore, or Soros, or Saban. None of that is remotely true. It's never been true. It's been nothing but lies. So now we have wonderful news for the company. We actually did get an investment that was announced yesterday. It's $20 million, which to us is a lot of money, and to you guys, I'm sure, is a lot of money. For a traditional media company, they're probably snickering. How could you ever get anything done with 20 million? Just $20 million. That is what they pay some of their anchors every year. So, but wait till they get a load of us. With $20 million, we've never had anywhere near that kind of money. I believe that we can do amazing things. And yes, amazing things together, as we always have for these last 15 years. So, natural question people ask is about the investors. So, what do they want to do and what are their motivations? So, do they want to change TYT? Does this mean that we take the money and that's it? We're in the Bahamas. Well, we're still on the air, so I guess not. And I don't think that's really how an investment works. Or they come in and they change things. No, guys. They put the money in because they like what we're doing. See, that's how it works. You put money into Nike if you say, hey, those are good sneakers and that's doing really well. You don't put money in to change something because that doesn't make any sense. You're probably going to lose your money, or you don't know how it's going to go if you change it. So they put the money in because they think you guys are gigantic, which you are. So we started this with almost no money at all. And we slowly, over 15 years, built this thing. And yes, now it's ranked #1 in online news. And that is why we are besieged by the right wing, a tiny fraction of the left wing, and certainly the establishment. But through all that, what the investors see is, oh my God, how the hell did they get to be #1 with that little money? You know how we did? Because we apparently have a message that you guys like. And they said, that's it, that's what we want to back. So it would defeat the entire point if we changed. And then they would lose all their money. Not a good strategy if you're an investor. So, and now of course there's been a number of absurd things that were put out there immediately as soon as it was announced. My favorite is the one that was raised in a debate recently, and now both the right and the left, not left-wing, and establishment mainly, the establishment Democrats are using it. Well, if you're against money in politics, then why are you in favor of money in companies? That doesn't make any sense. We're not a political party. I'm not running in 2020. TYT is not running in 2018. There is no such thing. You can't run a company. We don't think companies are people. Now, you can't run a company without money. We have about 100 people that work here, both full-time employees and contractors. So that's wonderful, and we built that up, through a lot of the stuff that you guys did, including membership, including the fundraising drive that we did recently that helped us to hire 12 people dedicated to reporting and doing investigations and finding out the truth for you guys and things that we think were not being covered, okay? So now, but money in politics is a completely different issue. That's why it's a weird thing to answer. Okay, here, let me put it this way. If a company exists, are we against it? Of course not, we're a company. If a company goes to buy a politician, are we opposed to that? Yes, it's not that complicated. Companies should be allowed to do certain things like run a business. They should not be allowed to do other things like invest in politicians and say, oh, no, I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart, when obviously they're doing that for a profit motive. So, some people say, oh yeah, do you want to get your own money out of politics? So as TYT, you wouldn't contribute to politicians? Yes, of course. I want to get the corporate money out. I want to get the union money out. I want to get all the money out of politics so we can have clean elections. So it's a talking point thrown out there to purposely confuse you, so don't believe the hype. Speaking of things meant to confuse you, oh, you guys originally got a loan from the Romers, they're Republicans, so you guys are obviously Republican shills. You guys got a loan from people who back Democrats, so you're obviously Democratic shills. So which one is it? Make up your mind. Well, you guys are way too liberal because you support Bernie Sanders. And obviously, some of your investors have donated to politicians, so hence you guys are too establishment. Which one is it? Okay, you know how you can tell which one it is? You can watch the show and you will see that we are no allies of the Democratic Party. That is why they're pretty much furious at us, the Democratic Party establishment folks. We're certainly not allies of the Republican Party. What we try to do, and why again people invest in us, and it's actually fantastic news because we get to grow the show and the network in ways that I'm going to describe now, is that our whole thesis is audience first. Don't sell out for access. Don't sell out for any of those issues. And you know why it worked? Because that's logical. Serve your audience first. Gee, I wonder why we became popular. So now people going, hey, yeah, that makes sense. That's the right way to go. And so we're super happy to take this. So what are we going to spend it on? You guys know this happened yesterday. Our website was slow, and then some of you guys joked around. They're like, you might want to put some of that 20 million into the website. Exactly, that's what we're gonna do, right? Right now, we don't have our own app. That's criminal. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna get you guys, I hope, the best app there is. We're gonna try our hardest to do that, and we're able to hire more people to do that. Look, I've got ideas on documentaries that involve you guys, the members of the Young Turks. And so, let alone documentaries on Justice Democrats, our revolution, anyone fighting back against the powerful in this rigged system. And when I say rigged, I just mean it's very clear that money in politics is an enormous issue and it's affecting everything else, and we got to get it out. So Wolfpack as well, follow those guys, follow their fight, and help on that forum. And then just all this mundane stuff like data, and because you need to know how to access data to be able to get it to a wider audience. So I don't want to bore you with all the business details of how this works, but we're going to about double the size of the company. That means we're going to have a lot more shows. We're going to be able to spread our message out further. This is all amazing news. Now, I do want to get to one question that I think is fair. So, and some of our members have asked this. So, money in politics is an absurd example, but they say, are you going to be overly influenced by the wishes of your financial backers? Okay, that's a fair question. Well, so number one, we already have the money. So, and so in explaining how that works, I don't mean to rub it in or anything like that. I'm just saying that it's not in increments, so there are no strings attached. So sometimes what people do is they say, okay, I'll give you a little bit, and then if you do the right things, I'll give you a little bit later, a tiny bit more, and then on and on and on it goes. And that's why, for example, Just Democrats, they are involved in politics. They don't take money from big donors because they don't want to be strung along. Because a lot of times what political donors do is, if you're good to me, I give you more donations next year, right? So we don't believe in that concept, and this was all at once. Some people saw that one of the investors is on our board and panicked that it's on our editorial board. No. First of all, we don't have an editorial board. We decide what's in the show every day with me, Anna, John, Irina, JR. We have a managing editor, Jonathan Larson. We have a head of programming, Matt Atchity. The investors have nothing to do with the editorial side at all. We retained full editorial control. This is why this is an amazing and wonderful deal. And by the way, we turned down a lot of money earlier because we insisted on editorial control. Now, so I think we went through a lot of pain and sacrifice to get the right deal with the right partners. So I'm actually thrilled about it. And like I said, they gave it to us based on our success. So that is not. So to go away from what we're doing would destroy their investment. So, and they're perfectly aware of that. And guys, the most important thing of all is that the proof is always in the pudding. So we've been around for 15 years, and how do we get this big? Well, because we proved it over and over again that we mean what we say. And if we didn't, and if you're like a fake news outlet, and there was all these fake news outlets during the elections, they're gone. Because you can't, I know some on the right do practice deception for a fairly long period of time, but all the fake news outlets were immediately wiped away. You have to earn people's trust. And I think and I hope that we've been doing that for 15 years for you guys. But every single day, we got to earn it again. So judge us on our product, on our videos, on what we say, the message that we put out there, and how we fight for you. And if you think we're not fighting for you, then get rid of us and go find someone else who will. And by the way, of course we're not for everybody, and I understand that. But if you've been with us this whole time, you should be thrilled at what's happened here. Because you know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna go on the offense. So if they think that we were tough on the establishment before, wait till you get a load of us now. And they might still snicker and say, oh, 20 million is huge for you guys, but not much for us. Man, that money for us is worth all the money in the world, because we're used to having nothing. So if they thought we were challenging their power before, what now? What now? So, and there's only one way to find out. You stay right here, and if you sense that we're not doing the right things, have at it, Hoss. But we will prove ourselves day in and day out. And for those of you who love the show and support the show and watch the show, basically, with this in our arsenal now, we have dragons. So watch out. So every day, it is my job and all of our job here to make sure that we fight for you. And that's exactly what we plan to do with these dragons. Thank you for supporting us, guys. Only going to be stronger going forward. TYT, always too strong. Support independent media. Come join us at the Young Turks. TYTnetwork.com/join.